This video is late, I know. This video is late, I know. It's Saturday morning at 1:11 in the morning. And I'm trying to get this video done right before I go to sleep. Because I have to do what? Go to work at 9 o'clock in the morning. So this job is really knocking me out. Like, I'm really trying. But I hope the bags is gone from under my eyes. Because I looked horrid in that Bad Girls Club video. And I'm very excited because on Sunday, Real Housewives of Atlanta comes back, and I know that's when the battle of the reviews happen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody give their all to a show like Real Housewives of Atlanta. So look out for reviews from me, Bounty Blue, Justin J. I think New Orleans Lil is doing the Ghetto View, which is She's in My Prayers because she just went into surgery. Much love from KY. Closet Freak is back. She's gonna be doing her reviews. Like, I love it when shows like Real Housewives of Atlanta and Love and Hip Hop returns because we have a lot of people reviewing. So I cannot wait for everybody to get into it and get into it and get into it. So since I didn't do a review last week on Hollywood Divas, episodes 4 and 5 will be on this same review. So let's just get into it now. I'm going to start off with the fact that the Black Witches Project got rejected. And I thought that it was a very good idea. You know what I'm saying? It really was a good idea. I mean, there's not too many African American horror films, if you must, that's out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be nice to see a black film that's geared towards the supernatural audience, because those type of movies do make a lot of money, and you don't really see a lot of African Americans in supernatural films. We always get placed in the comedy bracket or the family drama bracket or something like that. We never get to do anything like supernatural or something like that. We never do. And I'm not really a fan of supernatural movies, but I thought it was a good idea to expand the horizons of black audiences. And they were very disappointed when they couldn't do it. But at the end of the day, like Paula said, as much as I don't like her crackhead looking ass, she did have a point. They don't have the money, they don't have much of the resources, and they have to start out by doing something that sells. And if that's going into the Tyler Perry lane, and that's what the fuck you got to do. Because it don't matter how many times we diss Tyler Perry about what the fuck he do, we still go out to the movies and give him them checks and see them damn movies. We paid him about $10 for them damn movie tickets every time a Tyler Perry movie come out. Don't act like you don't, because you do. So let's just keep it 100. That shit sells. We might rag on Madea and say how much of a buffoon her ass is, but at the end of the day, Madea sells tickets. So you have to do what sells if you're going to start off. And if you ain't got the money or the resources, you got to motherfucking do it. So, this part that I'm getting to right now is about Countess Vaughn. I think she's talking to a therapist or whatever. And it was really sad to see that she was going through all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I noticed she did Moesha as a teenager, and she did the Parkers as a teen too. And she got pregnant, and she had to get an abortion because when you're in the entertainment industry, you're looked at as a product, and then you're looked at as a fucking role model. And you can't do things and make the same mistakes that people like us make. You know what I'm saying? Like, any girl that when I went to high school with, there's a lot of bitches I went to high school with that started off having babies at the age of fucking 13. When we was in motherfucking 8th grade and middle school, bitches was pregnant. So when you're in the entertainment industry and you're a child star and you wound up getting pregnant at a young age, you got to do what you got to do. It is as terrible as it sounds. You have to do what you have to do to keep up that image. And I hate to bring her into it, but take singer Brandy for example. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was a child star, and there's a lot of things that she had to hide for the sake of that child star image that she had. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had to hide her whole damn relationship with the Boys to Men dude, One Ye, because she didn't want, they didn't want the public to know about it because she was young. He was like 21, I think, and she was like 16, 17 years old, I think. But in the real world, bitches that 16 and 17 years old date fucking 20 and 21-year-olds every motherfucking day, and don't nobody look down upon them. But because you are a child star and because people looking at you as a public product, you got to maintain that image or you're gonna lose a lot of dollars and cents. And because Countess was a child star, she had to have an abortion. Then on top of that, when she was on 227, she was ridiculed by a certain cast member about her weight size. And that, I can tell that took a toll on her. And there's a lot of reasons for why she has a lot of insecurities because of that. And she said that Marla Gibbs was a great person to her. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't Marla that said it. I really believe that was that bitch Pearl that said it, because she looked like the ugly ass old woman that would have said some shit like that. So I believe Pearl did it. So we get into this bootleg ass meeting between Paula J. Parker, Forrest, with his Forrest and Claudia, which is Paula's mama, they meet up. And this shit goes left from the very beginning because Claudia is not here for Forrest, all because he broke and ain't got no motherfucking money. And honestly, I do get why she's mad, and I do get why she going so hard on him. But at the end of the day, I think you need to go even harder on Paula because she's enabling the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a daughter that's a stand up bitch, she wouldn't even be allowing that nigga to be living up in her shit and having her on the street and having her take the bread. You know what I'm saying? So in retrospect, Claudia is enabling this motherfucker to be a broke ass nigga. And I know that, and I'm not saying that she didn't have no right to speak on it because I believe that my mother would have not wanted my sister to be with no nigga like that where she's picking up the pieces and being a breadwinner and she with a man and he's not providing for her. Not that a relationship is all about a nigga providing for you, because me personally, I got my own money and I wouldn't dare need nobody to provide for me, but it would be nice to have somebody to help me out from time to time. And I think with Paula being in the situation she in, fuck being an artiste and being a producer, you ain't seeing them checks right now. Take your ass to H&R Block and sign up for a damn job. Hell, go to Jitney Jungle somewhere and try to be a bagger boy right now. Do something. Hell, work at the mall. Do something. Hell, if I'm not mistaken, one of those girls from that group, Moke and Steph, that had that hit song back in '95 called "He's Mine." You may have heard it once, but I got them all the time. Them bitches ain't in the music industry no more. One of them is a teacher, and one of them was working at Bank Plus from what I heard. Them bitches got to get how they live. It don't matter. And especially when you're in the world of, I think the world of Hollywood is probably the hardest, is a harder industry than being in the music industry. Like I think that there's more money in Hollywood, but it's more difficult to maintain a job in Hollywood, in my opinion. In the music industry, all you got is a record deal, and even if you do flop and you write your own shit, you still get some type of revenue. But I really do believe that Hollywood is the hardest because if you got a hit show, you got to worry about it getting canceled, and all of that shit. So I think that it's rough in Hollywood, and because it is, and you ain't getting no producing checks, and you ain't producing no films, and you not assisting no films on those TV shows, get yourself out there and get a regular job until you can do that. So Countess pretty much reads Elise and Golden and pretty much tell them that she's not a fucking pet project and she's not the person that needs to be fixed. And they pretty much apologize to her, and I'm glad that Countess finally stood up to him and came at them hoes direct about this shit, because especially Golden, because she's the main one that's been trying to come for Countess, and I don't like that shit. So we get into the film meeting, and after everything that everything that came about, like I said at the beginning, the Black Witches Project was rejected, and they didn't like the fact that it was. So Paula came up with something else. It was a sisters project. They don't want to do that, and it caused upheaval in a big battle between Golden and Paula, and she don't want to play a crackhead and all of this stuff. Bitch, what other roles have you played? Do you not know that crackheads and prostitutes and even roles like the role that Monique played, the bad guy, the villain, the struggle role, are the roles that get you Oscars and Emmy Awards and shit like that. Those are where you show what you really can do as an actor or an actress. Bitch, you was playing Maya on Girlfriends for about 8 or 9 years, and that's all you're known for. You ain't got no range. And then when you played on this damn B-list movie that I've seen you on, that went straight to DVD, you played a fucking hoe, and I still saw you as Maya. So at the end of the day, bitch, you need to tackle that role. Tell me, I don't want to play a crackhead. I don't want to play a crackhead. Those are the best roles to play, bitch. If I was an actor, I always said if I was an actor, I never want to play the goody two shoes role. I always want to play something challenging, like somebody that kills somebody, a serial killer, some shit like that. Those give you roles, like those give you accolades and shit, bitch. Like really? And then Paula wasn't here for the mess and everything like that. She talked to Forrest about it, but you can't call nobody out of work actors Forrest when you are out of work motherfucking nigga. Period. You are out of work husband that ain't doing shit. So sit down. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. So we get into Golden. She's jealous of Elise's budding friendship with Lisa. And I just think that Golden is so motherfucking pressed. Why the hell are you so pressed by the fact that this bitch is trying to get to know Lisa? Something that you ain't never been trying to do. All you see is reality star, and then the bitch look better than you too. And now you want to get jealous. Bitch, have a motherfucking seat. I'm so sick of your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, have a seat. Okay, I'm so sick of you, and you so fucking childish in high school, bitch. Like, and then this episode made me like Elise just a little bit more. Countess get the G spot shot. I guess that's the name of it, and she's really intrigued by the shit. So was Paula and Lisa, but they didn't want to do it. But it was really funny. Countess is just the key within itself. So Elise's show came on. It wasn't so bad. I really didn't give a fuck about it. I don't really care to see Elise dance. And Paula was shading that show the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It was so funny how she was shading. So they meet up with different writers, and Forrest was one of them. And they seemed to like what he's put, what he wants to put out there. And Golden felt like Paula was handicapping him and wouldn't let him talk. You know what I'm saying? But they did seem to like what the fuck he was trying to give. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much, because to me, episode 5 really wasn't much to talk about. You see, half this review was based on episode 4. But y'all, I'm gonna try to do better, especially with Real Housewives of Atlanta coming on. Like, I got to do better. And then it's a lot, like I said in the last video, it's a lot of videos I've been trying to give y'all that I ain't been able to give y'all. Like that Bitch Are You Serious video. Like, this whole Molly the May situation is still going on. I know y'all want to know the tea about that, because I do got a lot of tea about that. So y'all need to be sticking around for that. So, as of right now, before I go, as of right now, the shows that I am reviewing is Real Housewives of Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, K Michelle My Life, Bad Girls Club, Redemption, Hollywood Divas, and that's it. Those are the 5 shows I'm reviewing. That's a lot on my motherfucking plate, though. Oh my god. But this is what I signed up for. So I'm out here, y'all. And that's it. Holla.